Over 1,000 scientists from 25 different countries staged protests last week following the release of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change's new report. The report warned that rapid and deep cuts to greenhouse gas emissions are necessary by 2025 to avoid catastrophic climate effect. A group called the Scientist Rebellion writes a letter that current actions and plans are grossly inadequate, and even these obligations are not being met. Their protests highlight the urgency and injustice of the climate and ecological crisis, per a statement from the organization. In Los Angeles, scientists including Peter Kalmos and NASA climate scientists with the Jet Propulsion Laboratory chained themselves to JP Morgan Chase building. "We've been trying to warn you guys for so many decades," Kalmos says, his voice shaking. "The scientists of the world have been being ignored, and it's gonna stop. We're going to lose everything." They were met by about 100 police officers in riot gear and arrested, reports Halo's Eric Schramm. Scientists historically have had differing opinions about becoming activists on topics related to their work, but that has started to change in recent years, reports Chelsea Harvey for EA News. Kalmos has written several opinion pieces in The Guardian about climate change, calling for the end of the fossil fuel industry and a switch to renewables. "It's now the 11th hour and I feel terrified for my kids and terrified for humanity. I feel deep grief over the loss of forests and corals and diminishing biodiversity. But I'll keep fighting as hard as I can for this earth, no matter how bad it gets, because it can always get worse, and it will continue to get worse until we end the fossil fuel industry in the exponential quest for even more profit at the expense of everything else." Scientists around the world expressed similar fears during protests last week and demanded rapid actions to address climate change from their government. Scientists rebellion protesters in Washington, D.C. chained themselves to the White House fence. Spanish scientists threw fake blood over the facade of the National Congress. Panamanian scientists staged demonstrations at various embassies, and German protesters glued themselves to a bridge. In Malawi, scientists held a take-in at Lilongwe University of Agriculture and Natural Resources for the Scientist Rebellion statement. The Scientist Rebellion members have led several protests before, including at COP26 in Glasgow, at the universities across the UK, and in front of Royal Society, per its website. Last year, the organizations leaked a draft of the IPCC report. "Scientists are more particularly powerful messengers, and we have a responsibility to show leadership," Charlie Gardner, a conversation scientist at the University of Kent, tells AFP. "We are failing in that responsibility. If we say it's an emergency, we have to act like it is. Save life and save the earth." For more update, I am inviting you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel, it's Alba Joe TV, and follow my Facebook page, Nathan Alamat. Thank you so much for watching.